That's cool, I guess. Maybe. We'll start with some questions just in a minute. Just setting up the screeners and all that jazz. And now you can't be a screener. I have a set list of people that are screamers. That'll do. Where are you? You were there a second ago. God damn, stop moving around, people. This is what happens when I try to find me. Sorry, should be talking. I should be saying things. I'm not boring. I'm perfectly interesting. Not really, but we can always dream. Okay. I said screener, you dick. There we go. Okay, got some questions pouring in. Let's see what the chat's talking about when we begin this. Oh, I can... yes, sorry, I've got... What's the 5 in the packet? How are you feeling? Could you be... I'm not asking questions just yet. Just wanted to show off this mail which has been building up. People sent me. If you sent me anything, you might want to pay attention. I don't know. It's Ella Boswick from Canada sent me a bracelet for starters, which is kind of cool. Very nice bracelet. Letters, drawings, and I believe she also sent me a tiny package which contained Mario Kart DS. Don't know why she wanted to send me Mario Kart DS. I looked at the data on it, and she hadn't played very much, but I feel kind of bad taking it. So I kind of want her to say something back, I don't know. Yeah, drawings and stuff. Very late Christmas present, but yeah, that was the big one. That was the, oh god, that was a big one. Next up, Sarah Cole from Wilkes-Barre, PA, which I think is Pennsylvania, but I might be wrong. She sent me a lovely letter saying... Well, she sent me a nice letter, that's all I can say, for a drawing of the Ezra. So if you're watching... Ella? Ella? I'm really bad at remembering names. Sarah! God damn, Sarah Cole, asked me the yes, so I'm doing this as quick as I can because I know people hate me looking around. This one's an Edd Gould letter from someone in Preston in the UK. Preston? Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? And they have basically written, oh god, they stapled a bunch of stuff, lots of words, lots of words on here. But I've read it. Thank you for the letter, Preston. I guess I can just try and fast forward the next few ones. Also received letters from... Wait, what's this person sent me? Oh, they sent me a massive... Actually, I might want to show this one because this is kind of cool. They sent a big letter. Or a card, even. It's all shiny and glittery. Ah! The shiny and glitteriness. And then inside there is a... Oh, the glue worn off. But it was Ed and Tom. It's all card stuck out. And then a letter on the back. But that looked like it took effort, so I thought I'd better show it. And that was from, oh god. Oh, why didn't they put a name on the envelope? It was from a nice girl. But I hope she's in the chat. The last one. Miriam sent me a nice letter about stuff and how contact I should Yes. And last, I saved the best for last because everyone's been wondering about this one. It's a letter I got from Ocean Breeze Elementary in Indian Harbour Beach from Liam Freeman of Ocean Breeze Elementary. And he sent me a tiny letter, and I thought, this is cool. I like letters. And it starts off, Dear Seth MacFarlane, I am a 5th grader at Ocean Breeze Elementary. I watch Family Guy and American Dad. My favourite character is Peter Griffin. He seems more like me. Also, I have a question. Are you gonna make a new show, maybe American Dad and Family Guy combined? Your fan, Liam Freeman. So yeah. It's a letter from some elementary school. I really don't think it's someone trolling because it's an elementary school. Why it's like the youngest troll ever. But yeah, that's all letters I have in my hand. I haven't got it with me, but there was also, what hell's this one? So there was also a Valentine's Day. I got a letter sent to my house which said, "From your secret admirer." And on the front it said, "You and me forever," with a heart, and I don't know where it came from. It's very scary. I assumed it was someone I knew, but then I kind of realized it could be anyone, and so I was kind of worried. But yeah, it's both kind of creepy. Well, I don't know, some people thought it was romantic, some people thought it was creepy. I wasn't sure. Kind of both, maybe. Anyway, on to the questions. Questions. Everyone likes questions. Questions are the best. Let's take question number. Okay. At this moment in time, what song describes your feelings? Probably the last one I listened to, which was, oh god, I think it was Let's Get Down to Business from the Mulan soundtrack, done a cappella. That's kind of weird. So I guess that best describes my feelings. We should get down to business and defeat the Hun. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? Would you ever do real life videos and animation? I've tried it in the past. I'm not very good at it, but I didn't have a great camera. But if I was given a decent enough camera, I could go nuts. And if I had a good enough camera, I could get good footage and then cut it together. I'm alright at editing, it's just the footage and the ideas and blah blah. I should not be in a video ever though, because I'm bad in videos. I just about pass as a voice actor, but not in person. Funniest moment while recording Edd's World. There's been a few. I'm trying to think of a good one. Probably the one where I was being drowned when saying, when I got attacked, one feature I got attacked by the Coke, and he's like, "Ah, this is delicious," because I had to drink water many times. But it's usually fun recording with Matt, because Matt just ad-libs things quite crazy usually. But yeah. Do I have a timetable for my days? Nope. I don't. I should, but I don't, because my days are really unpredictable at the moment because of stuff and all that malarkey. How did your parents react when you told them you were getting popular on the internet? From pop culture? I didn't know they asked questions. I don't know, they didn't really notice at first. It wasn't until they started to realize, well, people they knew started speaking about me to them, kind of thing. I never really want, like, guess who was popular on the internet, or something like that. I never do that. Yeah, I guess they kind of realized on their own, and then they were just like, "Oh, you've got so many views on so and so, blah blah," and they kind of realized. I know, I don't really boast about that kind of thing, so I don't know how they go. Who is your favourite author? I kind of like Rob Grant at the moment, but I don't read that many books, so I'm not too good at books. Rob Grant's good, but he sticks strictly to books. Is there a release date or area of Space Face? No. It's released as soon as I can finish it, and it sounds like it might be a two-parter, possibly, so it might be out sooner than you think, but I don't know how people would feel because it might be like a really short first part, but it might be, you know, still something for people to watch. I don't know. What is your greatest influence for your animation? Anything specific that got you interested? It was mainly stick animations, I remember, by Simon Stenflash, Dave McElfretrick, I think it is. I can't remember. The guy who's currently working for Explosion used to do. There's also Simon Stenflash. Lots of cartoon stickmen dying. That's what started me getting into it. But in a bigger scale, I guess I take a lot from Woody Woodpecker cartoons because they got simplistic those kind of cartoons because they got simplistic backgrounds, and I suppose most cartoons I watched, like The Simpsons and Futurama and blah blah, but that's about it. I can't think of anything else that originally got me. Alright. Do you plan on attending Summer City this year? If I can, I will, and I'll be there in the B Square. Yeah. So, Ed, have you seen Jack Mace's Depression? If yes, what do you think? I'll be honest, I didn't watch it all because I thought it was a video at first, and I was just like, when's it gonna start? But, I'm not. I honestly don't have any opinion at the moment. I need to watch more of it, really. So, if I watch more of it, then I can give a fair opinion. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on a second. There we go. If you lived in New York, would you want to be a human, mutant, robot, mutant, human, or alien? I think I would like to be a robot because they seem to be pretty much loving their life and having fun and live forever. Well, as far as it can. Have you seen Chronicle? Yes, I have seen Chronicle. It was actually pretty good. It was surprisingly good. Towards the end, they got a bit silly, but it's sort of Cloverfield-ish directing because it's like all from a camera, but it's like multiple cameras, and so it's kind of interesting. I wasn't bored by it. It was interesting. There were some lame plot holes around places, but you know, it's still good. It's still good. But I'd recommend people seeing it and stuff. It's probably the best film I can think of that has which is mainly based around telekinesis. Cloverfield wasn't exactly better, but would you like to go into animation with a big company in the future? I wouldn't like to work for a big company. I'd like to be asked to design a series for a big company more than anything else, because I don't really like being an animation monkey, as it were, because ironically the worst part about animating is the animating, so the more you have more fun designing the characters, choosing the voices, choosing the shots, deciding the colours, making the backgrounds, and deciding how they're going to move, what they're going to do, but it's not very fun to do those tiny in-between bits because those get really boring. That's the worst part. The rest is really fun, so I'd rather do the rest. How long? Wait. How long does it take to animate an episode? On average? Well, it used to be like I'd say about 3 months on average. But now it's like the average has been blown out of proportion because of the last few videos taking way too long. So I'd say it can take up to 6 months for one episode, which is really stupid, but it can. I guess that's the maximum. But I try to make them as fast as I can. How do you feel when you speak to your fans? Confused as to why they're here, but I don't really feel anything. Well, it's nice to see them. I'm surprised, like, they asked for a doodle and I do a really terrible doodle. I'm like, oh god, they're gonna hate this. Why am I doing this? This is awful. And they all of a sudden I look up and they're like, ah! And I'm like, this is like awful. Why are you happy with this? But I don't know. For some reason, some people like it. But generally, they all seem very nice. Sometimes 1 or 2 fans can be a bit persistent. Like, they keep going back to the table, and they show me the comic they drew like 5 seconds ago, and they're like, what do you think of this? And I'm like, it's a comic. It has a joke, I think. And they go around again and again and again. And then it's some that just stay at the table forever and ever and ever. Then, of course, there's the ones that turn violent, as Tom knows. But yeah, there's some weird fans. But they are rare. Most of them are just like normal people that are less friendly. But if they meet me anywhere than a convention, though, I'm just kind of like, yeah, bye, because I'm creepy. I don't know what to say other than, so how's your day been, kind of thing, which is really stupid. I want to start a webcomic. Any tips? Depends what kind of webcomic, because most webcomics are kind of strictly roommate basis kind of thing. But you could be strange and unusual, make something new. But generally you need something wacky. It's not a wacky for a roommate and a straight guy is the best combo, really, because that's what works for like Penny Arcade. Some extent, Control Alt Delete. But other things like that, it's just generally the rule that you have someone to balance out the wackiness of the other person. Because if they're both wacky, then it's just going to be like, well, it'll be funny, but it's not going to be as useful in the long run. Or you can do what most of my favorite webcomics do, which is just completely think of anything random. You don't need characters. You could just do a strip with completely random characters that you made up for that strip completely, and just which carry on. And then they can return if they want, because people like them. They can come back again for another comic. But it's a lot easier that way because you're not as restrained, and then you can develop your art in different ways and stuff. But yeah, I hope that explains a bit. I'm trying to explain. What's your favorite video game movie soundtrack? Well, Yes Man had a soundtrack. It already had like a bunch of songs I liked on it, which I thought was funny when I watched the film. I was like, I know that song, and I know that song, and I know that song, just all lining up. But other than that, I think of a good film. Scott Pilgrim film had a good soundtrack. I recall downloading that. But the game had a better soundtrack because it's, oh god, how do you say? It was by Adam Managuchi, I think that's how you say his name. It's hard to spell, but yeah, that's probably a better soundtrack. I remember that being particularly awesome, and I know the song. Yeah, I'd probably say that's my favorite soundtrack at the moment. Because I can remember it so well. But the best video game soundtrack of all time, not recent years, is probably Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Because each track in that game is just perfect for the level it's designed for. Like, each song makes you feel like you would expect to feel. Like Deep Cave Zone, and it's deep and mysterious. If you've ever played the game, you'll know what I mean. Like Casino Nights, they all fit the theme perfectly. And the boss music is very important in that game because even if you're not even remotely near the game, if you hear that kind of music, you know there's a boss or trouble happening. Something's happening. It's just I've not had many songs that many tracks that can do that kind of thing. Where just instantly you're already like, oh shit, danger's approaching, kind of thing. Or like, ah, I'm underwater, or ah, I'm in a casino. But if anyone knows what I mean, it's, yeah. Anyway, will you be attending any conventions in the future? I saw TomSky and everyone else in the museum. Yeah, I'm trying to. I try to attend as many as I can, but I'm quite just like, because sometimes it gets too weak, blah blah blah, you know, blah blah blah, stuff happens, bad things happen, and I can't attend, but I always try to. Sorry. What would your superpowers be if you were an epic hero of justice or evil? Well, a hero of evil doesn't really make sense, because a hero of evil will be pretty strange. Superpowers. A superpower I want is teleportation. But if I was being a superhero, I'd want a different power, of course. I'd probably need telekinesis, to be honest. Because telekinesis you can do a lot of stuff with. But flight would also be handy. Because it's just like, I'm gonna shoot you. No, you're not. Whoop, and he's gone. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Invincibility. That would be fine. Because then I'd just be like going and bang, 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 everyone goes fine. And it's done. I am a hero. The end. Where did broccoli come from? It was in the episode Hello Hellhole, and people were running into the elevator, and everyone's going, yeah, woo, woo, and I was just like, this is kind of boring. Shouldn't someone say something stupid, and I was just like, broccoli, and run into the elevator. And then it repeated later, and it's kind of stuck ever since. It's kind of scary. Next up. What gave you the idea of always wearing hoodies in Edd Gould, even when hot in climate change? I can't honestly say why, but it's just like the first episode. I decided that we had to wear corresponding hoodies because it was a bit more interesting than just wearing t-shirts. Because for one thing, t-shirts got too much detail on it for most of the time, and also I wore a hoodie whenever I had the chance, whenever I was not in school wearing school uniform, whatever. I figured, seeing as I'm in a hoodie, why isn't everyone else in a hoodie? So I asked their favourite colours, and favourite coloured hoodie, and then Tom said like that blue, and then Tom already said red, and Matt originally said grey, and I was like, well, that's kind of boring. And he said, it's green overcoat soon. I was like, oh, I'll put that in as well. And then, of course, in Santa Claus 1, he gets a purple hoodie, which then it changes for the rest of history. And originally Todd didn't have a hoodie, because for some reason he didn't want one. Instead he wanted to have this kind of, say it's like a Dracula kind of thing, but it was a thing he'd always drawn on his character before. So I was like, okay, I'll put it in, and then I changed it eventually so it suited the rest. I'm not sure which episode I changed it in. I think it was Do That Next Door probably, because it made no sense, but yeah. Have you ever thought about making a video for the research and treatment of cancer? Not strictly. I've thought about making a video which explains what exactly is going on, and exactly why I keep being in and out of hospital, and basically how it's not the cancer which is making me so ill currently. It's the chemotherapy, which is hard to. It's a difficult thing because the cure is just as bad as the disease in this case. And so, like, I was gonna explain it by like basically it's like you have a flower, and one of the petals is ill. So what you do is you beat the flower into a pulp with a baseball bat, and then eventually, over a long period of time, the flower will eventually come back to health and be back to normal, and you're happy with the flower. But then you look closely, and there's still a tiny bit of a weird color on there, and so you beat it into a pulp again. And then over months and months, it comes back again, and gradually every time you beat it down, because you keep seeing a tiny bit of this disease, until finally, hopefully, it'll grow back, and there'll be the tiniest dot of the color left, and then they can just replace the flower with a new one, and then it'll be fine forever. That's the transplant. But in this case, I'm still getting stuff I've still got weird colours on my flower, if that makes sense. And so now I'm trying different methods, not chemotherapy, but like other things to try and make the colour go away, like stem cells and stuff, to try and make that colour less enough that they can replace it. Because otherwise, if they replace it with a new flower while it's so big, it has a massive chance of coming straight back and going through all again. Really sounds boring to most people, but I'm just trying to say this is the kind of thing I've been thinking about. It'll be a really boring video, but that's basically what happens. Basically, you get the shit knocked out of you because of chemotherapy, but you gradually get better, and then they check to see if it's any getting better. If it's not, you get a bunch more chemo. If it isn't, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I hope that explains it to some people, because some people might not get it. But that's, yeah. So I don't think I would make a video about that, but I could eventually. It wouldn't take that long. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just trying to explain to you that's basically how it works. For people that are just like, man, cancer sure sucks, it's making you ill. It's not making me ill, it's the chemo that's doing that currently. All the cancer did was lower my blood count slightly, but the chemo is just like bombing everything. Because in order to get at those cells, they have to hit every cell. So it's complicated. So it's hard to say like, how's the cancer doing? And I'm just like, well, cancer's low. And they're like, yay, so you're better. I'm like, not really, I've had a bunch of chemo. And I'm like, what's that mean? Blah blah blah. So explain it. Anyway, do you feel like the work you have done, it's worthwhile? In some instances, yes. Because a bunch of people, for some reason, found inspiration from it, which is nice. Because, I don't know, it's nice to know that. Also, it's, I don't know, sometimes it gets, I'd say it's worthwhile. I don't see, like, the world being massively different if it never existed, but I could see being enjoyable for some people. I'm hoping. People watching, maybe. Anyway, what's your opinion on CGI being used in cartoons like Futurama? Well, Futurama uses it subtly because they make the 3D look like the rest of the show. Whereas in some other shows, like, I can't even think of it, well, other shows that use it less subtly, and it's just like, look, it's 2D animation, and surprise, there's a big 3D penis in the corner for some reason. What is the one thing you can cook like a pro? Or other stuff. I can cook pasta pretty well, and sauces, and bolognese, and all that stuff. I can do pretty good curry and rice. I can do pretty much good anything that has instructions on it, because that's useful for when you're cooking. But I say I make pretty good pasta type things, or in my own opinion, but I don't know. Which popular YouTuber do you think should be skinned from their fame? It would be fun to see Ray William Johnson skinned from his fame. I wonder if he'd still upload. He'd probably still upload videos, but it wouldn't get many views unless he had a massive fan base. Which famous YouTubers would you like to meet or do a video with? I've always wanted to do a video with people like Chris O'Neill, Happy Harry, Raptor, any of these people. If they ever wanted to do a video with me, I'd be like, holy crap, yes, I want to do a video with you. Come back here. No, don't run away. But yeah, basically the big animators would be fun to do a video with. How are you? I am okay. I am a little tired, but that is enough. If you had the chance to, out of anyone in the world, would you meet? Depends. If I meet them for like a split second, just go hello, and they're like hello, and that's the end. That'd be boring. But if I had like a conversation, I'd like to either meet Pendleton Ward or Conan O'Brien. Those are my choices. It'll be fun. Do you remember a painted guitar with you, Tom, and Matt and Ming on it? Yes, I do. It might have been done by you, I can't remember, but I retweeted it. There's a lot of people on there. Okay, up next. Do you love Coco as much as the cartoon it does? Nope. Well, not that. Well, I like it, but I don't like it to the extent where I drink cans and cans and cans of one go, because my teeth would disappear. Which hoodie should I buy on Sakura? Tom's or Tom's or yours? Not Matt's. No one could want his face there. Well, going by how they're selling, well, because if one doesn't sell well, it gets taken down. That's really bad. Judging by how they're selling, you should go for either Matt's or mine, because Tom's one is just everyone wants it. It's going crazy. Unless you really want to get it, then you can get it. I don't mind. It's just I'm just saying which one might be gone soon, which isn't fair. Like some of the t-shirts have gone because no one bought them. Blah blah blah. It's not fun. Have you ever been to New York? And if not, would you like to go? And what would you do? I have been to New York. I went in 2004 or 5. I ate pretzels and hot dogs and went to Ground Zero and the Statue of Liberty and Edison Island, whatever it's called, the thing, which is the immigrants, I don't know. Also went to a basketball game and went to Hard Rock Cafe. It poured with rain. Went to a Chinese restaurant. It still poured with rain. There's lots of things I did. But oh, I also lost my wallet. That was good. That was a good thing to do in New York. Who is your favorite animator in terms of drawing style? That's really tricky, actually. But I kind of really like Yotam Perel, Lazy Muffin, because it's quite a nice style. Zach Hadel's a close second, actually, because his style's very nice now. It used to be a bit odd, but now he's kind of honed in on what he likes to do, and it's funny as hell. I like Chris O'Neill and Happy Harry, of course, but Happy Harry is a bit... It's not entirely my cup of tea, but I still enjoy it a lot. And Chris O'Neill is... I like his a lot, but if you've seen his art books, there's a lot of naked men for some reason. But no, he's good at what he does, but I'm kind of more attracted to Yotam's style because it's relatively similar to my own, and it's kind of that cartoony factor. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Will Bing ever make an appearance in it? Well, he has made an appearance twice in Spares and Vent Calls 3. So, and also, no, he was also third appearances. He was also in 25 Feet Under the Sea as the plumber in the sink. So that's the thing that happened. If you could kill anyone and get away with it, who would you kill? Well, as long as it wasn't traced to me, that'd be interesting. Might be good if Simon Cowell's just gone. But I don't know if he deserves to die. There's a lot more irritating people out there. This is difficult. Probably make Ray William Johnson just disappear. I don't know, there's a lot of people. It's a hard question to ask, because I don't know if anyone deserves to die, but to disappear would be another thing. What is your next big project? It is Space Phase, which I am currently working on. Not the second, but, you know. It's slowly coming along, just using some more lines and doing some lip sync at the moment, so it looks more finished. We're missing 1 or 2 lines, like I said, and then I've got to animate this next bit, but it's coming along nicely. Next question. Who's your favourite artist, if you have one? I just asked that. I'm trying to think of... Oh god. KC Green is a good artist. I like to buy his books. Brian Lee O'Malley's a nice one. Although I can't say I'm entirely sold on the style, but it's one of the styles I can think of that I liked. I'm looking through my collection of books over here to try and decide. I like the style used in Sinfest, which I don't know if anyone knows what Sinfest is, but it's a long-running webcomic, and he uses a very simple style, which is, it looks lazy, but it's actually very clever. But my favorite artist might have to be, oh god, Nicholas Gerwich of the Perry Bible Fellowship, because he's damn good. Yeah. How come we don't animate Tom's ASDFs anymore? He won't let because he uses a different British artist for each episode, apparently. So that's important. That was the second one. Third one was Jamie. Then the fourth was One Shot. The first was Pivot RJ. The next one I have no idea, but you know, we'll see. What's your process for developing an episode idea, i.e. concepts, character, storyline, arc? Generally we think of an idea that we'd like to take on. Like, we think, oh, we haven't done something about robots, that'll be fun. And then we think of an idea and the plot's like a really brief summary of the plot, like, these guys go out, they decide to buy a vacuum cleaner, but the vacuum cleaner's a robot and he's attacking the house, and then the house is a robot too. And then the house decides to kill them all, and then they decide to kill the house. The end. But not that badly, just, you know, the main plot points. And then we kind of script it out, probably terribly, but we try to do it well. I'm currently doing a script for the one based on their ancestors, and it just basically at the moment I've just got like, Tom says something about this, Ed says something about that, and Matt says something about that, but I'm gonna go back through it and change it into at least slightly funny lines, or at least interesting lines, just like he has, like, Tom has to say hello bananas, I don't know, something stupid, but yeah, it kind of goes from there really. And then you just flesh it out longer and longer really until you've got the whole script. Can you sing the Edd Gould intro song for us? What? Do 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 do. I did not want to do this. Oh, that's Tom's line. What was my line? This is the opening tune. Yay! Next up, do you watch Skins? I watched series 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, not all 4. Kind of phased out on 4, and then 5 I stopped because no, it got bad. But the best series is definitely the first or third one, because they are both kind of interesting in their own respect. But yeah. Are you gonna do more animations in different art styles like money? That's what I want. I could do. I've often thought I've got other styles I'd like to use in animation, but it's just a matter of finding the right venue for it. Like, if I had a song I want to animate, maybe I'd animate like that, but I can't do copyrighted songs like that anymore because I can't really get the revenue from them. But if anyone had a nice song that was royalty free, I'd gladly have a go. Who is your favorite pony? Yes, Fluttershy. It's easier to say who is the pony I hate, which is Fartles with Twilight Sparkles, because she's boring as hell. Because she reads books and generally bosses them around, and she's just such a boring character. She's so boring that she has to carry Spike around just to be relatively interesting. Everyone's got like clear character traits except for her, because her character trait is I like books. Books are fun. Anyway. Next question. What was the funniest / coolest gift you've received from a fan? I haven't received anything amazingly funny. I got a nice hat from a fan. It's a Coca-Cola hat. I've not received anything amazingly odd. Lucky Charms was nice, I got that a few times, but I can't say I've anything really odd. Not yet. But, oh, I got painting as well. Painting was cool. I got given at an expo, as well as, oh, the plush toys, which were made with buttons for eyes, which you may have seen on the fan group. What were you doing with that cola bottle in I Don't Know, that video Tom made? What cola bottle? Are people talking about cola bottles? What cola bottle? Anyone care to clear it out? Clear it up? Ethan Hughes? I'm not looking for an explanation. Ethan, are you there? Hello? Yeah, I know what video it is, but what cola bottle? What cola bottle are you talking about? I don't... Never held a cola... no, I was holding a tiny little bear thing holding an ice cream which fell off my zipper. Because it was one of those, what's called money figures. Or MUNNY figures. That you attach to zippers, and he had fallen off. Do you ever improvise, or is it always scripted? A lot of the time we improvise when we're recording, because some stuff won't sound right, or we just suddenly think of a joke, and we just change it straight there, which I've done a couple of times. Have you ever scrapped a plot? Not one we've worked on properly, but no, I can't say I've scrapped a plot. We've always thought of a way of saving them if we liked it. Or if we just don't like it, we don't just say we don't like it. But I can't think of anything. Like, for instance, we've been scrapping Aliens for ages and ages and ages. But someone's like, I'm going to do it because I know how to write this. And so that's what's happening. Do you prefer working for yourself than for other people? Yeah, because at least you can decide what goes in it if you're working for yourself. Whereas if you're working for other people, they keep suggesting changes, and can you move that around? Because that's, you can't have that happen because that's not real or not happening. How am I doing this to the table? Yeah. Who came up with the opening thing? I made it up at a bus stop, and then I got home, recorded it, and then gave it to people to compose into a music form. And Tom's one was the one we stuck with. I was just literally sitting at that talking do. I was very bored. As what video you regret? I regret 25 feet under the seat because I really should have done an episode about towards going and then done 25 feet under the seat, but the water under the bridge, you can't do anything about it. What was the Christmas present I gave Tom? I gave him a great big Nerf gun which shot darts up to 20 feet or something. Is apparently what it does. Yeah. Apparently it's broken now because Matt broke it or something. I don't know. But that's the thing that happened. Let's wait for some more questions to come in. Okay, that's some questions. What instrument is used for the opening tune? I don't know, but I'm guessing it's some sort of synth in GarageBand, probably. I'll have to ask Tom. If one famous YouTuber could make a cameo in your video, who would it be and why? Oh, who would I like to be in my video? It'd be fun to have Wheezy Wader, but he wouldn't really fit in. Or something really stupid like... I'm trying to think of famous ones I follow. It would be nice for... I'd like Dom Fira to be in the video. Just because it's Dom Fira and he's awesome. But yeah, not sure. I guess that clears that up. Yeah, I can't think of many famous ones I know off by heart. Well, of course, Tobuscus and people like that, but they'd be a bit weird. But they'd be cool. Have you ever thought about doing an interactive movie with different endings? Well, I did one in the past. It works sometimes, but like, if I put it on YouTube, it has to start doing all those unlisted videos, making them linked to different endings, and then it's not so fun because which ending's the real ending kind of thing, but, you know. I have thought about it though. It might be fun to do eventually, but not on a massive scale. Oh, biggest mistake. I've done a lot of things. I don't know. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember my biggest mistake. Maybe signing a lease with Tom when I'm not moving in yet. That might be a big mistake. That's a recent one. Over time, I'm not sure. There's lots of things it could be. If you could go back to when you started animating, what advice would you give yourself? What advice would you have for yourself? Stop animating stick figures, you stupid, stupid boy. Start drawing, make an effort. And for God's sake, hire some voice actors and stop sounding so stupid. And I think that's about it. I think that'd be about it. If you had a time machine, when would you go? When? Why? The 80s would be fun. But I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do much in the 80s. Or the future, but I don't know. I don't really know the future where I didn't exist for that time kind of thing. Do you think that your animation style would be different if you grew up somewhere else other than the UK? Probably not, because I watched a lot of American shows, which most countries got a hold of. Tiny Toons, Simpsons, blah blah blah. It's not particularly styled on anything British, but I guess I wouldn't have British comics. They might not have the same humour, but they would be a similar style, I imagine, because yeah, because most of the things that inspired me are from other countries anyway, which most countries have. What is your favourite childhood thing? Example, Pokemon. Pokemon was pretty massive, but I had a bird puppet when I was like before I was 10, like 6 to 9 or something. I had a bird puppet called Birdo who had a pajama trouser top for some reason, and I put your hand in the puppet and made him talk. He was probably the biggest toy I had, but other than that, yo-yos was a big thing which I never got the hang of. Favourite childhood thing? I liked drawing doodles really, or making up random adventures in the playground which didn't make any sense. But I remember that quite clearly. It was fun. Or maybe a PlayStation. PlayStation was pretty big. I remember that being a lot of my... Anyway, have you played Minecraft recently? Not very recently, but I was watching my half-brother play today, and he showed me the Ender Dragon, and like how he defeats it. You have to like destroy the lights, and then you have to like shoot the dragon, blah blah, and eventually you die, and you go destroy the egg, and then you fall into the pit, and it's like, oh, the credits, doodly 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 doo. But that was kind of weird. He was doing it on creative mode, by the way. That's why it took so. That was why it's so fast, because otherwise it would take hours on his own. If you weren't animating, what would you be doing these days? I get asked this a lot. Probably doing graphic design, being a comic artist, a writer, anything remotely creative I'd probably be a part of. Maybe director, I don't know. I'm not amazingly good at it, but it's relatively in the same field-ish. Yeah. Maybe illustrator, that'd be fun. Who is the better sandwich maker, Bing or Tom? Well, Tom and Bing have never made me a sandwich, so I can't say. But I think Tom would be the best, because he always seems to fucking know what he wants to put in a sandwich. Like, everything. Okay. Question queue is empty again. Let's have a couple of minutes just to wait for a question to come in. Okay. Favorite games console ever? PlayStation was a big thing. SNES was too. I think Mega Drive was probably my favorite. There's a lot of games in there I played a lot, like Mega Bomberman, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic Knuckles, Dynamite Headdy, blah blah blah. All those games were fun on there. I can name them a bunch. Either that or one of the Game Boys. Maybe DS, probably not DS, but probably more likely something like Game Boy Advance or something where it's in color. I don't know. I played the Game Boy a lot. I mean, a lot. How do I feel about ACTA? It's really lame, and I don't like it. I've read up on it. I can't really think of anything to say about it. I'm not entirely like 100% on it, but I know it's basically about well, it can be about parodies. I know Chris O'Neill's not happy about it, but I just don't think it's good. I don't like any of these bills really. I can see why they want to push them, but I just know, stay away from it. You're stupid. Opinion on the I'm a Drawyer's Bing's making. They're good. They make me laugh. They're silly, blah 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 blah. The end. Okay, now we've got like 5 minutes left. I'm going to go through the chat, and you can just randomly throw questions out, and I'll answer them as fast as I can. What program do you use to animate? I use Flash 8. No, wait, 8? No, I use CS3 now. Who's better, Matt or Tom? Depends in what area you have. I can't really say. That's harsh. Jack or Dean? Ooh, I do kind of love Jack. But Dean is nice too. I don't know. Can I just have like Dean's face on Jack's body? It sounds really bad. I'm making this worse, aren't I? Penguins. Man crush. Collaborate with anyone who I'd like to collaborate with an awesome musician. I'd like to see Living Tombstone maybe, but I don't know. He'd have to make a track which was pretty. I don't know. It'd be nice. I don't know. He could probably do it. Would you make a video with Tobuscus? I guess so, but he doesn't seem to know who I am. Marvel or DC? Marvel. DC is quite boring. David Cameron, meh. Oh yeah, very meh. Make your own epic mealtime. Oh, that would be horrible. It would be really bland. Instead of Jack Daniels, I'd have Coke. Will you run for Prime Minister? No, because everyone would hate me so much. Least favourite food. I don't like beans. That's one I can remember I don't like. As well as most kinds of lettuce or cabbage. Why don't you like dubstep? I do like dubstep. I have several dubstep tracks. It was just for the sake of the video I said I didn't. Carcat or Tavros? I'd probably say Carcat. Favorite dub artist? Definitely not Skrillex. Definitely not Skrillex. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite artist. I just find tracks I like and I stick with them. David Cameron or Gordon Brown? Ooh, I don't know. At least, well, I heard Gordon Brown recently. I've heard about Gordon Brown recently that he donates all the money he earns to charities ever since he's been out of office, which is nice. So I guess I'd have to say Gordon Brown currently. Where are the eggs, Ed? Where are the eggs? Okay. How are the rainbows? Nope. Thomas Bay Susan, what about it? Do you read the Hunger Games? No, I don't. You keep asking and I don't read it. Buy me a puppy, that's not a question. What do you think about Jenny? Jenny is super awesome. She levels Tom out sometimes, which is nice because she, well, I say levels out. She's a good balancing person. Terezi or Equius? Terezi, I guess. Can you scream at something? I'm not very good at screaming. Sorry. Do you like trains? I like trains. I said it wrong. Well done, Bound. I've got 1 minute left. Do you like Big Bang Theory? It can be good. It recently got kind of bad. I don't know. I'm not too sure about it. How do you feel this VOKLE went? It went awfully. I lost 20 viewers because I'm so boring. Did Tom answer my mail? Do you love your mother? Yes, of course. Oh boy, a dog. A dog? Fun fact, just for people knowing, VOKLE wrote a letter to me, or an email to me saying, you have to do at least 3 shows a month, otherwise you can't keep you on this front page thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. I've been ill. I can't really do them from the hospital, and they just haven't replied. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to do it as much, well, I'm trying to do it as much as I can so I can stay active, I guess, with the right thing. Anyway, I don't really want to play on a massive multiplayer Minecraft server, not currently, but I've got one. Gamzee or Solix. Oh god, they're both awful. Hate Gamzee and Solix. Gas. Solix would be slightly better, I guess. Do you like Tomsko? Of course I like Tomsko. Spyro, Sonic. Well, not the new Sonic, I don't know. Hospital food is terrible. How would I flip in the studio? Nope. Did you have the Bonami Translate? Nope, I haven't had it yet because there's lots of hiccups that are happening along the way, but hopefully I'll get there eventually. What character in Astis do you play? I play the kid who says I like trains, and the guy who can't read, and another one I can't remember. We appear on MCM, Yes, I probably will. Favorite comedian? Ooh, I've got lots. David Mitchell's quite high up there right now. Okay, 1 minute past. Okay, I need to end this now. Ooh, ending. Thank you for tuning in, for people that tuned in. I'm going to try and be here next Sunday, so you can save. You can keep thinking your questions. Keep thinking all your lovely questions that you're throwing at my face now, and try to ask them next week, and we'll see what happens. But I hope you enjoyed the show, as terrible as it was. And I think Jack is doing a VOKLE, which Jack Mace, which screened this conversation, is doing a VOKLE in a minute. So you can carry on your sexy party over to him as soon as I can find a link to it. But I'll wait till he gives me a link. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, people. Yeah, Jack Mace is doing a lovely VOKLE, and he is a swell guy. I can't. Well, he's made a video this time. Well, I say video, audio track, but he's an entertaining fella. You should go watch him and dance while you watch him, because he's quite the dancer. I'm going to make him hate me. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Go have fun watching Jack be a fool. Or not. Just have a nice evening. Thank you for watching everyone's VOKLEs if you stuck with them. Okay, bye-bye.